Have you ever wondered how the behemoth of warfare, the tank, came into existence? This powerful machine, synonymous with strength and strategy, didn't just appear overnight. It's the result of centuries of innovation, adaptation, and sheer necessity. The tank has a rich and fascinating history that stretches back further than you might think, filled with riveting tales of human ingenuity. So how did we get from simple chariots to the modern armored vehicles we see today? Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into the fascinating history of tanks. Our journey begins in the early 20th century, amid the turmoil of World War I, a time of trench warfare, where the battlefield was a deadly maze of barbed wires and mud-filled trenches. The traditional cavalry and infantry charges were becoming increasingly futile and costly in human lives. There was a dire need for a new type of warfare machinery, one that could traverse the challenging terrain and break through enemy lines. This need sparked a revolution in military technology, leading to the birth of the tank. It was in the United Kingdom where this new weapon was conceived. The British engineer Ernest Swinton, along with a team of brilliant minds, were tasked with developing a machine that could withstand machine gun fire, navigate difficult landscapes, and cross trenches. They envisioned a tracked armored vehicle, a landship if you will, that could change the course of the war. After numerous trials and tribulations, they finally unveiled their creation in 1915, a steel beast weighing 14 tons with a top speed of just over 3 miles per hour. It was far from perfect, but it was the start of something game-changing. They named it Little Willie. Little Willie, despite its somewhat comical name, was a significant advancement in warfare technology. Its fully enclosed armored hull offered protection to the crew inside, while its caterpillar tracks allowed it to navigate the treacherous terrains of the battlefield. It was not the fastest or the most formidable, but it was a step in the right direction. However, Little Willie was just the beginning. Its design would undergo numerous modifications and improvements over the years, eventually leading to the development of the first operational tank, the Mark I, which would go on to play a crucial role in the later stages of World War I. Thus, Little Willie marked the dawn of a new era in warfare. While Little Willie was the first step, it was far from the final product. The birth of the tank was a revolutionary moment in military history. However, the initial design was far from perfect. Little Willie was slow, cumbersome, and had significant limitations. But as with all great inventions, it was the catalyst for a wave of innovation and improvement. The first major evolution came in the form of the Mark I tank. Unlike its predecessor, the Mark I was designed specifically for combat. Its exterior was covered in hardened steel, providing much-needed protection for the crew inside. The tank was also equipped with a pair of large-caliber guns, enabling it to engage enemy fortifications and infantry with deadly effect. However, the most significant advancement was the Mark II's revolutionary rhomboidal shape. This new design allowed the tank to cross the treacherous, shell-cratered landscapes of the Western Front, overcoming obstacles that would have been impassable to conventional vehicles. The Mark I made its debut during the Battle of Flers-Courcelette in September of 1916. It was the first time tanks had been used in a major conflict, and their impact was immediate. Despite their slow speed and mechanical unreliability, the Mark I tanks caused panic and chaos in the enemy ranks. The sight of these metal beasts, impervious to rifle fire and capable of crossing trenches, shattered the morale of the German soldiers. Yet the Mark I was not without its flaws. Its armor was not thick enough to withstand artillery fire, and its mechanical reliability left much to be desired. Moreover, conditions inside the tank were horrendous. The crew had to endure deafening noise, toxic fumes, and extreme heat. Nevertheless, these early tanks marked a turning point in warfare. They broke the deadly stalemate of trench warfare and paved the way for future armored vehicles. The Mark I, despite its flaws, was a game-changer on the battlefield. It was the stepping stone towards the development of modern tanks, forever changing the face of warfare. The Mark I, despite its flaws, was a game-changer on the battlefield. The Second World War saw tanks play a more decisive role. This was a time when the world witnessed the true might and potential of these metal beasts. Tanks were not just used for direct combat, but they were also instrumental in implementing strategies on the battlefield. They were the spearhead of assaults, the protector of infantry, and the destroyer of enemy fortifications. World War II featured an array of tanks used by various countries, each with its unique design and purpose. The Allies and the Axis powers both developed and used different types of tanks, ranging from light reconnaissance tanks to heavy assault tanks. These tanks were the embodiment of the technological advancements of their time and represented the strategic thinking of their respective military leaders. One of the most noteworthy tanks of the era was the T-34. Developed by the Soviet Union, this medium tank was renowned for its robust design, high speed, and impressive firepower. Its sloped armor was a game-changer, increasing the tank's ability to deflect enemy shells. The T-34 was a testament to Soviet engineering prowess and played a significant role in turning the tide of the war on the Eastern Front. On the other side of the spectrum, we had the Tiger I, a German heavy tank that instilled fear in the hearts of enemy soldiers. The Tiger I was a mechanical beast, boasting thick armor and a powerful 88mm gun. It was designed to dominate the battlefield, and it indeed left an indelible mark on the annals of tank history. These two tanks, the T-34 and the Tiger I, were just the tip of the iceberg. There was a plethora of other tanks that played critical roles in various theaters of the war. Each tank had its strengths and weaknesses, but they all had one thing in common. They were instrumental in shaping the course of World War II. World War II truly showcased the power and potential of tanks in warfare. It was a time when tanks evolved from mere supporting roles to becoming the vanguard of military operations. From the ashes of World War II, a new generation of tanks arose. The era of modern tanks dawned, bringing with it a wave of technological advancements and strategic developments that would forever change the face of land warfare. In the aftermath of the Second World War, the focus shifted towards the creation of tanks that could serve multiple roles on the battlefield. Thus, the concept of the main battle tank was born. These machines, designed to be the backbone of any armored force, were characterized by their superior firepower, strong armor, and impressive mobility. As the Cold War set in, the arms race led to further enhancements in tank design. The United States, for instance, introduced the M1 Abrams in the late 20th century. This highly adaptable tank boasted of a powerful 120mm smoothbore gun and advanced composite armor, making it a formidable force on the battlefield. Its gas turbine engine offered remarkable speed and agility, setting the M1 Abrams apart from its contemporaries. On the other side of the world, Russia was not to be outdone. They developed the T-14 Armata, a state-of-the-art tank that showcased the pinnacle of Russian military technology. The T-14 Armata, with its unmanned turret and advanced active protection system, represented a significant leap forward in tank design. Its automation features and high-tech armor made it a formidable opponent, further escalating the competitive nature of tank warfare. In addition to these advancements, modern tanks have also incorporated sophisticated communication and targeting systems, enhancing their capabilities in coordinated attacks and precision strikes. From the battlefields of the 20th century to the digital warfare of today, tanks have undergone a remarkable transformation. Their evolution is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of military dominance. Despite the rise of new warfare technologies, tanks continue to hold a pivotal role in global military strategy. Today, tanks remain at the forefront of land warfare, symbolizing power and military prowess. Their story, from the muddy trenches of World War I to the high-tech battlefields of the 21st century, is a fascinating journey of innovation and adaptation. Where are tanks headed in the future? The horizon of tank technology is an exciting and dynamic vista, brimming with possibilities that could revolutionize warfare as we know it. As we peer into this future, we can't help but envision a world of unmanned tanks, stealth technology, and more efficient armor and firepower. Imagine a battlefield where tanks operate autonomously. This is not mere science fiction. With advancements in artificial intelligence, we're on the brink of deploying tanks that can function without human intervention. These autonomous tanks, equipped with cutting-edge AI, will be capable of making tactical decisions, saving lives by reducing the risk to human operators. Now consider the realm of stealth technology. Tanks have always been notorious for their conspicuous presence on the battlefield. But what if they could become invisible to the enemy's radar? New stealth technologies are being developed that can reduce a tank's radar signature, making them harder to detect and target. This could radically change the dynamics of ground warfare, offering a significant tactical advantage. But what about the armor and firepower of future tanks? As we speak, engineers are tirelessly working on developing lighter, stronger, and more efficient armor materials. These could offer greater protection against projectiles while reducing the overall weight of the tank, thus increasing its mobility. Similarly, improvements in firepower, such as the development of more precise targeting systems and more powerful ammunition, are set to make future tanks more lethal than ever before. Moreover, the future may also see the integration of tanks with other military assets. For instance, tanks could be designed to function in tandem with drones, providing real-time battlefield information and enabling more accurate targeting. But as with all technological advancements, these developments come with their own set of challenges and ethical considerations. How will autonomous tanks distinguish between combatants and non-combatants? How will we ensure the responsible use of stealth technology? These are questions that we'll need to grapple with as we march towards this future. Only time will tell how the tanks of the future will shape the battlefields of tomorrow. So, from Little Willie to the behemoths of today, we've come a long way. We began our journey with the genesis of tanks, tracing back to the early 20th century, when the first tank, affectionately known as Little Willie, was born out of necessity during the First World War. We then delved into their evolution and improvement, highlighting how design, technology, and strategy were all honed and refined to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of these mechanical beasts on the battlefield. Drawing attention to one of the most significant periods in history, we revisited World War II, where tanks played a pivotal role in shaping the outcome of the war. From the Tiger tanks of Germany to the Sherman tanks of the United States, we explored how tanks became an integral part of warfare strategy. Fast-forwarding to the present, we took a look at modern tanks, marvels of technology that are faster, stronger, and smarter than their predecessors. Looking ahead, we pondered on the future of tanks. With advancements in technology, it's clear that tanks will continue to evolve, becoming even more formidable as we strive towards a future where tanks may even operate autonomously. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of tanks. Remember, every great invention has a history worth exploring.